afternoon, good evening, good whenever it is you're tuning in. Welcome to Ticket Price Ultimate Top 10 Edition. Oh, I'm so angry. And I love it. I love this feeling. The adrenaline, the venom. Ooh. Who am I? I'm Jake. I'm the angry one. Who's that with me across the way? That's co-host extraordinaire and the only man who thinks I don't need to calm down. Tevis at Master Control. How are you, sir?
Did you take your pills today?
No, I never take my pills when I'm getting ready to do a worst list.
Okay.
We're doing a top 10 worst movies. But you might be saying to yourselves, Jake and Tevis, hold the phone. People still say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
People say it, all the kids world over still saying hold the phone. You guys have already done your top 10s for episodes 41 to 50. Are there just a bunch of episodes I've missed? Well, you're in luck because you haven't. What we did is we compiled a mega list. Still a top 10, but we took all episodes 1 through 50 into consideration to make the ultimate compilation thus far of best and worst. And today we are doing the worst. This is the bottom of the barrel is so scraped. There is no bottom anymore. And it just goes straight to the floor.
This is the fun list.
This is the fun list where we get to just be dicks.
And we get to hate each other.
There's no way we have any agree. We may have one agreement.
I'm going to put my vote out, or my guess.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to say out of our top 10 worst movies that we've done, 1 through 50.
Yeah.
I want to say we have 2.
Same movie, same placement?
Same movie, same placement.
I'm thinking maybe 1.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. No, so ladies and gentlemen, we have went back through the archives, listened to episodes, went through our notes,
Went through our hearts
and our souls,
yes.
and
I dug through my hatred.
there's a lot there.
And I don't know why I'm on so many blood pressure pills, but I think I know why now.
See, you know why someone who's pent up as me and I'm not on blood pressure medicine? I bloodlet.
I should try that.
Blood pressure gets too high, give yourself just a nice little eek, and then it'll just shoot out like a Sam Raimi movie. Spray people in the face. It's crazy.
Okay.
So, top 10 worst movies we have ever talked about, episodes 1 through 50. Are you ready to get started? Do you have anything you want to prep?
No prep needed.
Number 10. The best of the worst.
Go ahead, sir.
I struggled with the placement of 10 to 5.
Okay.
I was fairly confident on the overall movies I wanted on this list, but I've done a lot of bouncing around.
Okay.
I believe the list is where it's at. I'm happy with it. But even through discussion, I would be willing to rotate some things around. This movie is boring. It's supposed to be funny. It's not. It's carried by one man, but not carried enough to make its money back. He stepped in dog poop, Tevis, and the dog poop was a copy of this movie. Obviously, I'm talking about the movie based on the hit board game Clue. Number 10 worst movie we've talked about.
Okay, that's a little higher than I would anticipate you putting that one. Okay. For me, number 10. Fairly good characters, some of them. There's one that's a complete piece of shit. In a story that has some bright moments, but it's overshadowed by a lot of boredom, a lot of cringe,
I love cringe.
and a lot of just run out of that apartment. I don't like it.
Oh
Um,
shit!
it has a great final fight, and I do enjoy the ending, but no, number 10 is Rocky.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
If you have 3 knives,
Jutting out of your apartment.
2 in your wall and 1 in your couch, or 3 in the wall, no, you're get out of there.
Can I tell you something? Just being totally honest. Rocky's not on my list.
Oh, really?
As much as I hate that movie, I don't think I definitely don't hate it as much as 5-1.
Wow, that's saying something about your list.
No, I don't hate it as much as 7-1. But Rocky as a whole has enough redeeming value, at least according to you and Sarah, and literally every other person I've ever talked to about that movie. I get its cultural significance, which to me gives it a little credit because none of these other movies have cultural significance.
Oh, okay.
So no, Rocky, I guess I might have had that on like an honorable mentions list. It would have been like an 11 or a 12 maybe, but it didn't make top 10. So if you're waiting to hear me hate on Rocky, not this one.
Shocking.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Number 9. This movie sucks. This movie sucks ass. It's so bad. It's nonsensical. It's contrived. It's supposed to be action packed, but the action is dumb. It is. It's based on previously published works, but it's not based on. It's not inspired by. Tevis, what's the wording I'm looking for?
Suggested.
It's fucking possibly, maybe suggested by the original works. And I'm talking about iRobot with pie-eating Del Spooner's dumbass detective following the breadcrumbs like pieces of evidence. Oh shit, there's a novel concept. Fuck this movie. Sucks.
Oh, okay. My number 9. I was excited when I heard about this.
So it's not iRobot.
No, it's not. It has some impressive fight scenes and a very interesting main character. It does some really good, interesting things. But then Knox shows up and it all falls apart.
I like how we're like, we build up, and then we just drop the bomb on what it is.
The Roadhouse remake.
Ooh.
Man, this movie had me for the longest time at the beginning. I was like, this is going to be so good. And then literally, Naked Knox falls from the sky and destroys this entire movie.
He doesn't just set fire to the open air market. He sets fire to the entire film.
Yeah, and it completely changes. Not even just him showing up, taking it out of the movie. It's like he shows up and everything good in this movie decided to change.
Yeah.
Like Dalton. I really liked Dalton at the beginning. And then he turns into Spider-Man, quippy bullshit superhero.
I think this piano's out of tune.
It sucks. Avoid it. Or watch it, and then as soon as you see Conor McGregor, just turn it off.
Turn it off. All right. Number 8. This movie sucks.
Is that your intro for every one of them?
It's gonna be.
Okay.
Movie sucks. It made a lot of money. It has a lot of nostalgia love. This movie sucks. The writing sucks. The characters suck. This movie doesn't even know what it itself wants to be. It's all over the fucking place. You know what's not all over the place? Entertainment value. I'm talking about Batman 89.
Oh, what?
This movie blows.
Oh my God.
It's as rigid and stupid as that bat suit.
Wow.
Oh, someone cut Tevis's nostalgia cords with my handy dandy Batwing air balloon string cutter. Why do I have it?
They are
fucking because
they're scissors.
bat scissors.
It pains me because as you were spewing your hatred for Batman, I look behind you and there's a complete row of Funko Pop Batman figures. And it,
Excuse me as I just smear my ass across all of them. No, actually it's been known. Comics, other media, I'm not a big Batman guy. I'm just not. I don't hate Batman. I hate Batman 89.
Okay, let me see if I can't.
Remember when he ran up to those lepers and he was holding the corners of his cape up over his head like a dipshit? Then he gets shot, so he just hits the ground. What's he do? He pops back up. As much popping as you can do in a suit that requires 3 people to lift because the poor bastard in it cannot move. Does he beat them up? Give chase? Use a cool gadget? No, he grabs the corners of his cape and raises them over his head again.
He's just showing them, you can't beat me.
Is that what he's doing?
Sure.
This movie's
Sure. Okay, I think I'm good now.
Got the strings cut with
I'm
our
good
bat
now.
scissors.
Yep.
Ooh.
Damn, that I felt like I got kicked in the chest by Batman.
He can't get his leg up that high.
Whew. All right, well, I'm number 8.
8.
Okay. Number 8. This movie sucks. And I suggest you avoid this piece of trash. It's got stupid action set pieces that don't work in the story they're trying to tell. Too many Matrix bullshitty stunts. Terrible detective. He doesn't know what the hell his job is.
What the damn hell? No, she just shot at us with her eyes closed.
Jesus.
What the damn hell?
And I'm talking about iRobot.
Oh, suggested. Yeah, I spit all over myself with my exuberance. I love this. I love these lists. Woo.
Number 7.
Number 7, this movie sucks! With a capital sucks! While not the only movie, it is, I think, officially the first one to do it, and probably the most prolific to do it, to make me lose my fucking mind with how absolutely dumb everything about it is. From that little shyster prick that robs his grandpa and sells douchebag McGee who can't take care of his family, the little fucking cretin, to Barney the dog, to Judge Reinhold's old woman screwing ass, to fucking little half pint, whatever his name was. I can't even remember at the moment. I'm fucking angry. How did the high school science teacher die? How was he not able to overpower the little monster? Snow is water! It's wet! Fucking gremlins, man! Number 7 is gremlins! Snow is water! Snow is wet. It is water? Movie sucks.
I'm Rand Peltzer. Fantastic ideas for a fantastic world. I make the illogical logical.
Make the illogical suck dick. You do not want to use a Rand Peltzer sex toy. You
Oh,
will.
you will die.
You will end up in the hospital.
Yeah, one way or the other. Oh, yeah. The Rand Peltzer fleshlight. No, thank you. That shit'll rip it off like a paper towel. No.
Maybe that's how the science teacher died. Because this movie didn't do anything to explain it. Syringe in his ass. What does that even mean?
Oh my god. Where are we at? We had 7?
7.
Holy
I love
shit.
this.
Oh, my eyes hurt. Okay. My number 7. Such a waste of a good premise
No way.
and location.
No way. 7?
Scares that were obvious and not really scary at all. Characters that we didn't spend enough time with to even care about, and the ones we spent a little bit of time with, I didn't give a shit about. And a stupid ass looking creature. 7 is Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Man, too low.
Really? You think so?
Maybe.
Okay.
Stay tuned to find out. How low does Man Bat Dick swing?
About 7.
Honestly, if that bat had just had full dick and balls, it wouldn't even be on the list. That would have redeemed
Absolutely.
everything.
Took out the cook. I'd have been like, greatest movie ever.
Boom, forehead. Just bam, out of the boat he goes.
It would have made more sense.
I knew that was on your list, but I didn't know where.
That was one I thought we would have in common.
Okay.
We got a couple more.
Number 6. This movie sucks. But let me sell it to you. Do you hate white people? Do you hate Americans? Do you hate corporations? Do you hate American corporations ran by white people? Do you love video game engines? Then I'm going to tell you a story that will take over 3 goddamn hours to tell you.
Oh, shit. I went from so confused to just man bat dick right in the head. It hit me.
It struck me like a bolt of man bat dick. Just, I'm obviously referring to James Cameron's cinematic masterpiece, Avatar, as I watch a bunch, and I'm talking War and Peace levels of characters that I do not know, that I do not care about, as we watch some jackass on his quest for legs. This movie fucking sucks. Everyone likes it, and everyone is wrong. This movie is trash. Number 6.
Oh. Not in Kansas anymore.
I did 59 tours of Cambodia. Not a scratch. I came out here, took a shit in the woods with a bear. Goddamn face ripped off by jackal weens.
Oh. He was the best part of that movie.
Yeah, because he knew that movie sucked, and he gave a cartoonish performance.
Oh, man, that hurt. All right, number 6. The 2 main characters in this movie have about, let me add it up. Yeah, 0 chemistry.
Oh!
This creepy subway worker, she falls She falls for her crush's brother, all while trying to maintain this bullshit lie. The characters were boring and predictable. This was supposed to be a romantic comedy, but it was neither romantic nor funny. And I'm talking about while you were sleeping.
Thank you, Sarah. A bad movie that has launched 1,000 bad movies. Or I should say a bad guess that has launched 1,000
Oh.
bad movies. Sarah, I know you're listening.
That hurt.
Are you going to get through this?
I don't know. I took my pill earlier, so I should be all right.
Oh. And so you're like these two main characters. I went, okay, sure. And I got a list of movies in my head, and you're like, have no chemistry. And in my mind, I'm just looking at While You Were Sleeping. Oh shit! All right, number 5. This movie sucks. Correction. Half of this movie sucks. And because the first half doesn't, it makes me hate it all the more. Especially when we see that bared asshole drop into frame from the heavens and set fire to anything that may have been good. Roadhouse remake. This movie fucking sucks. You know, I'm sorry, I keep saying that. Correction. The second half of this movie is absolute unredeemable trash, which makes the fact that the first half is actually really good and interesting and draws you in, makes it all the worse. That's why number 5 is Roadhouse Remake, because this movie started off as something good and then took such a giant shit that it just,
Yeah, I agree.
if it had just been outright bad from the get-go, it wouldn't rank this high. I have it ranked so high because it pisses me off how much I liked the start.
Are we on number 5?
Yeah, number 5.
God, I gotta ask every time because my eyes go cross.
My eyes went cross watching most of these movies.
Number 5. 3 words. Dog poop joke.
But Tevis, you don't get it. He stepped in dog poop, and then the 9 other characters all smell it.
Yeah.
And then they even check their own shoes to make sure it wasn't them.
Comedy gold. Yeah, Tim Curry, excuse me.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Curry. It's Jim Carrey's twin brother. I don't know.
Why are their last names different?
Because one married
They
somebody
got
else.
separated at birth. They
Yeah.
were each given half a medallion so they could find each other, put them together, know they're brothers.
Yeah. And it opens up a hole in a cave and you go down.
Watch out for the dog poop, though.
Yeah, no, Tim Curry carries the hell out of this movie. But you're right, man. Nope, not enough. The story is dull. Jokes are lame. And we have to replay the movie over again as Tim Curry explains the entire thing
Over
and over and over again. No, not funny at all.
Number 4. This movie sucks. The only thing that died more than the characters in this movie was probably my patience to sit through this movie. Every time a character development occurred, some kind of plot device, the smallest fraction of conflict that serves to drive the story forward, all done wrong, and all made me want to just turn it off. But I couldn't because we were having a goddamn watch party because we were so excited to watch this fucking movie. We had a watch party for it. I rented this shit, not just for me, not just for my wife and I. We had Sarah and her husband over. You came over. I made a special trip to the local movie theater and bought popcorn and brought it back for us to enjoy. I'm talking about The Last Voyage of the Demeter. You have an idea for a movie based on one of the all-time classic novels ever. Did the people making this movie read the novel? Obviously not. Because Dracula follows none of the rules that he's fucking supposed to. He doesn't even look like Dracula. He looks like a cross of Brendan Fraser's The Mummy before he sucked that guy's organs out, mixed with a bat. And it looks like shit. The scares are non-existent. The empathetic characters probably got left on the fucking dock in Romania because they sure as hell weren't on the boat. To say this movie was a waste is too much of an understatement. The creators of this film should be chased with pitchforks and torches, like the Universal movie monsters of old, for how badly they screwed this up. Number 4, Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Okay. My number 4. This movie is just a cluster of ideas that were not really thought out very well. They were just kind of like tossed into a mixer and expected to make something worth giving a shit about.
Or they're Rand Peltzer mixer.
Or even understanding. Yeah, exactly. The Rand Peltzer Master Mixer.
Just throw it in.
Yeah. Only one character was worth liking at all, even, and that's just because of the actor that played them. Stupid ass sidekick kid who deserves to be Rufio'd, honestly.
That's not a verb.
It is now. The main character's overpowered and lame and played by somebody I thought might have been actually a good actor, but no. I'm talking about Black Adam.
Wow. I thought you were just going to say Hook. I thought the big joke drop was Rufio'd.
Oh, yeah, no.
Number 3?
Yes. Number 3.
This movie's sole reputation is that it sucks.
Narrowing it down.
But it's convenient that all the characters are able to float around on boats like many, many turds in the toilet that is the movie Waterworld.
That's at number 3?
3.
Wow.
I am now going to try to put into words how much I hate this movie. It is boring. It is stupid. The characters are poorly conceived, and they're even worse acted. You didn't want me. Not really. Shut your bitch ass up, you little wiener. You're not a good hero. No one buys it. No one believes it. You don't look it. You don't sound it. You don't act like it. The only people you menace are the woman and the little girl you're trying to protect as you feed them knuckle sandwiches. Waterworld is bad. The hero sucks. The villain sucks. All the side characters suck. There's nothing good in this movie at all. The stupid Orlando Universal Studios zip line. Dumb Gregor in his never explained hot air balloon watching Helen and the Mariner hump. Get it, Helen? I have a stupid accent.
Yeah, and you brought up on one of our other lists that the only reason he's there is for Ex Machina.
Yes.
And what does Ex Machina mean?
God in the machine.
He is literally,
or I guess, Deus Ex Machina.
yeah,
but,
Deus Ex Machina. Yeah, it's God in the machine. He is literally in a machine, acting like a god,
watching them hump.
And comes and saves them.
Yes. Good idea, lighting your ship on fire. I was able to see the smoke. Pirate people attack shit. There's smoke everywhere. You've been floating around in the sky for days, going no conceivable direction. You just over, and the whole globe is our area of setting. You just happen to just fuck off and find your way to that. No, you didn't.
At the perfect moment.
Why does that island have horses? Why is no one concerned that the inhabitants of that island are fucking dead? How did they die? I feel like this is a concern, because what we don't know is there's a rare new waterworld species of plant that just farts out spores and everyone gets super cancer. No, we're not explaining that. No one, where they're like, oh, corpses, whatever. Waterworld is so bad.
Okay. My number 3. This movie doesn't know what it wants to be. Is it trying to be a comedy, family drama, horror movie, a musical?
No,
it has
you didn't.
an extremely unlikable main character, an annoying ass sidekick that no one gave a shit about, even when he's dead,
even when he's
Rufio'd. No.
Wait. No!
They step over his body to congratulate Peter Pan for defending Hook.
They roll his ass down the stairs so they have more room to dance and celebrate.
Kick him off the pier. Yeah.
He's floating next to Glenn Close.
This has wasted performance by Bob Hoskins and Dustin Hoffman. No, lots of this movie doesn't make any damn sense. No, my number 3, it's Hook.
Wow. I'm calling it now. We have no agreements.
Maybe not.
All right. Number.
We're at our top 2.
Poor Rufio. He just was such an unlikable little prick. And then he died and everyone was too busy celebrating that they forgot he existed, let alone died in front of their eyes 2 minutes earlier.
Yep.
The last person to die and fewer people gave a shit was Citizen Kane. When Citizen Kane finally dies and he's like, oh, Rosebud. Nobody's listening, old man. Just fucking let it go. I wish I had a day like you. Pan had already got up and left midway through his dying monologue. His last words were heard by no one because they had left.
He's still talking as he's laying on the deck,
Oh,
and Pan is giving the sword to the fat one.
Wait, did you get Hook? Guys, I think I got feeling in my legs. If you could just help me up, I can stand and I can be the Pan again. Guys, where are you going? Everyone's flying away. No!
They're like, Rufy, who?
Rufy, what? Oh my god. All right, number 2.
Huh.
This movie sucks, by the way. Just make sure everyone knew. I have heard it said that this is a good movie. They're wrong. I've heard people say that this is a great movie. They're wrong. I've heard it said that this movie deserves a sequel. Wait. Wrong. Some have even said that there shouldn't have been so many cuts to the editing room floor and that they should have let this movie have more time to breathe. That's definitely wrong. What they should have done is edit and cut down this movie so completely that it resembled Paul Walker's fucking sandwich he orders from the diner. I'm obviously talking about The Fast and the Furious.
Wow.
This movie blows with a capital blue. It's so bad. Tevis, it's so bad. There's not a single redeeming character in this whole goddamn thing. The races look like shit. I would say that. I would know if they actually ever showed any of the racing and not just close-ups of the assholes driving the cars with weird computer added neon effects. It's a movie about racing cars. And not even racing, they're fucking drag racing. Drag racing is even more boring than fucking NASCAR.
Oh, yeah.
Drag racing is the worst version of racing. Deal with it. And they're not drag racing dragsters. They're drag racing sports cars and modified hatchbacks and whatever the hell Menage a dipshit was driving.
The Hyundai Sonata.
Hyundai Sonata. That was a fine joke, and you will put some goddamn respect on it. The plot is silly. Silly. None of these characters are believable as people, and most of the time they're not believable as adults. You could have told me this movie was created by 13-year-olds, starring 13-year-olds, and I would believe it because it's shot like shit and everyone acts like a child. Like a child! This movie blows, and the fact that there's now a 10th one, and there's probably going to be more, is an indictment on the entire film industry. Words alone cannot express how bad this movie is and how pathetic it is that someone keeps churning them out. You could take a shit and use that time to come up with a better idea, because it wouldn't take that long.
Okay. Number 2 for me. This movie has 3 great actors, but they're overshadowed by a lackluster story, terrible fight scenes,
Don't say grumpy old men.
unnecessary slow motion,
Don't say grumpy old men.
extremely underdeveloped character development and moments of comedy that don't fucking work in the story that they're trying to tell and with their overly violent moments. This is not Roland Emmerich's best movie.
You motherfucker!
I'm
You
talking about The Patriot.
you did not put a Mel Gibson movie in your top 10 worst.
At number 2, I hate this movie. This movie is awful.
You're the only
It's
one that hates it.
boring.
You're
It's
boring.
It's sister-in-law fucking cringe. It's
They
Full House playing theme song over the top of the end credits because it's so lame. It's racist white guy best friends with black guy just because they saved each other and they ended up
as a person.
living together on Sesame Street because they're just so happy together now. No.
What does that mean?
Ugh.
What was
No, 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 no. No.
You are out of your mind if you think The Patriot is the second worst movie we've done.
Yes.
What are you
Listen, I scoured my list for minutes.
minutes? I glanced at it once or twice.
I'm not even gonna lie. When I did the list, I went down and I looked at every single one we did, and I was like, okay, I'll put that one. Okay, I'll put that one. Okay, I'll put that one. It was super quick. It was the placement was which took me the longest. But honestly, 1 through 5 was pretty easy.
Oh, 1 through 5 was 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious what your number 1 is.
So, while making this list, I found myself putting, because I made this list at the exact same time as our 10 best. So I could go through my notes, go through the episodes, and just be like, oh no, this was amazing. And then I would jot it down in like the best column, not give it a number assign a number to it, just put it down in best or worst column. And I find myself really just going, man, this movie was good, but is it 10 best good? No, it's mediocre good. Man, this movie, I'm not a fan of this movie. This movie sucks. Is it 10 worst sucks? No, it's mediocre sucks at best / worst. Okay, so no, not that. Let's like Rocky didn't make the cut. I hate Rocky. I will never watch Rocky again. Is Rocky deserving of top 10 worst? Not in my opinion. I found myself shoveling a lot of movies into mediocre. Then, while trying to finish these lists, I discovered that I ran out of movies and I shoveled too many into mediocre. So then I went, shit! So then I had to find 3 best and 3 worst from the mediocre and go, okay, which ones do I like? Which ones do I not like? That I can at least defend enough to put them in their respective lists. Patriot, I was like, man, Patriot, it's fine. But it's like, it's mediocre fine. It wasn't best by any means, but it wasn't worst. Like Rocky and so many others. It was. Well, I have to make some notes here because now number 1 is original Roadhouse because fuck Tevis. No. It's mediocre. Number 1, the worst movie we've covered on the podcast. This thing sucks. It is a travesty to watch. It gets everything about filmmaking wrong. which if we were doing a list for most impressive, this would rank really high on that list because it's impressive how bad they are at making movies. This movie's so bad, it's impressive. Every character is bad. Every action sequence is bad. The plot is bad. The main bad guy is inconsequential. The actors are pathetic and they don't even realize it. This movie has no redeeming value. The reason it ranks higher than The Fast and the Furious. The Fast and the Furious is a type of bad that you can laugh at it because it's so stupid, and that's funny. So you can make fun of the movie. This movie is so bad that it's mind-numbing. And the only question, you're not laughing at anything, you're just pondering what terrible decisions you had made in your life to lead you down this road that you watch this piece of trash and not just turn it off. And I'm talking about Black Adam.
I knew it.
This movie is the absolute dog worst. The Rock sucks. Dwayne Johnson is a bad actor. All encompassing. Doesn't matter the movie. Doesn't matter the role. From Scorpion King to whatever the hell his latest is. The Rock sucks. And now that he has this opinion of himself, that he's a Hollywood icon, and that he's going to go down to some kind of legend, he's all the more insufferable. His fight scenes are pathetically boring because he's invincible. Because he has his masculinity and his self-ego is so pathetically fragile that he is now contractually obligating anyone he works with to portray him as such. Or everything he has built himself up to be will shatter like glass. That little kid is insufferable. I wish he would die. The comic relief, I guess that's what he is, but it's hard to say because he's not funny. I don't know why Lara Croft is there, because she's built up like a love interest, but then isn't. The main demon, Satan, who gives a shit bad guy, don't even know what he is or who he is, because they don't devote enough time to their bad guy. And then the time we do get, you're just going, oh, it's some fucking putz with whatever negative energy MacGuffin he has that no one cares. Because again, no time is devoted into it, not caring. All the time is devoted into Dwayne, the fragile penis Johnson, flying around in shitty CGI, just being, look at me and my one facial expression. As shit just bounces off of me. Like talent or criticism. Not criticism. Because if he actually took criticism, he would probably die. His over-steroided heart would finally give out. He's a 50-whatever-year-old man. You don't look like that without gratuitous supplements. And that's bad. Black Adam, hands down, bar none, the worst movie we've talked about.
Okay. I honestly thought we were going to agree on number one.
So did I, and then you hit it way too early.
All right, my number one. Awful characters. Every single one of them. There's not a character in this movie that I'm like, I kind of like. Nope, don't like you. This one might. No, he's pretty stupid.
Now hold on, may I?
Hmm.
I think I know where you're going, so let me broaden the range. Is there even an actor or actress that you're like, oh, they're kind of like, no? Is there a single one that you're like, oh, wait a minute?
Let me go down the no.
No, no, no. I think we just got copyrighted. It was so spot on.
YouTube is gonna flag us. No, lame ass racing scenes. Lame ass racing scenes.
Ford versus Ferrari.
God no. Bite your fucking tongue. Terrible special effects. The story is a complete ripoff of a far better movie. The soundtrack is bloated and fucking terrible. Lines that are delivered in the worst possible way. And they're dumb as shit anyway. So how do you fuck it up even more than it's already written? But you manage to. There is no way in hell this movie should have spawned as many films as it did. Just don't just cut the crust off this son of a bitch. Cut it completely into pieces and throw it away.
We're never going to let that go, are we?
No. My worst movie we've done is Fast and Furious. This movie is dumb. It's boring. Terrible acting. Terrible special effects. Whatever it is, racing wise. Like, yeah, I want to see like you said, a close-up shot of a guy going trying to shift it into 12th gear while punching into his computer to keep his manifold from exploding. Like, what the fuck? And if I have to hear them say, "Oh, we're gonna get some NOS. I need some more NOS. Do we have any more NOS?" I'm gonna punch somebody in the face. That's the dumbest shit. Fuck this movie.
Menage!
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 Dumb.
Yeah, but to me, it was the kind of dumb you could laugh at, not with.
Ugh.
Very important to specify, not with. I did a lot of laughing at. I didn't laugh during Black Adam.
I laughed when that kid was on his little skateboard and he had his cape flapping in the back. And the crowd of people was following him, and then that demon come up and like stabbed him in the face.
See, I think you downloaded the wrong movie.
It was a good one.
Rock, not even in it.
No.
Black Adam, Denzel Washington.
Hell yeah.
Hear me out, though.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
Oh my God. Denzel working across screen with Pierce Brosnan. Yes, please.
Give me some of that.
Just straight to my veins.
Yep.
No, we didn't get that.
Shove it in my pie hole. I don't like that I said that. Never mind.
I don't like that you said that either.
Never mind.
I think at the point I might have been able to laugh at that kid and his stupid toy cape on his skateboard riding into battle against demons, but I was already so violently angry by what had preceded it. I was just like, fuck you God! I think I was already just past the point. I had gone off that cliff.
The Tourette's have settled in for good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Menage! Oh.
Oh.
Feel better.
I do too.
I feel like the weight of the world is just gone. I'm floating as high as old Gregor. Hark, do I see people doing it?
Get it, Helen.
Rub his gills.
Oh.
Do you think because they're webbed, he's... Don't ever do that again! I can't... Whoa! Oh my God! I can't even put into words the hand gestures Tevis just made, and I'm so glad we don't have video right now. That was awful. Do you think the Mariner likes having his webbed toes sucked, or do you think the webbing gets in the way? Is it more of like a lick? Do you just have to lick down them like you're strumming a xylophone?
It's like eating a fruit roll up.
You just gum along the top. It's like-
He squirts out his gills. Oh yeah.
they're not sex organ. I don't think. Wait, I don't think they're sex organs.
We don't know.
We don't. We kind of know because he'll breathe for both of them.
Yeah. Hmm.
Woo!
I don't want to watch that.
I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
Yeah, me too.
All right, everybody. Do you have any?
No. No.
Rub my gills. I said rub, not insert. Don't penetrate them.
You think he was like, yeah, try 3.
I do now. Thanks for putting that in. Yeah, but you have to. Ooh, do 3. You have to do it.
true.
You have to do the little wiener voice.
Can you get 3 in
my gills. I don't really want this.
Oh.
Not really. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you managed to make it all the way through, you're clearly as damaged as we are. But I'm Jake, that's Tevis. This has been Ticket Price Ultimate Top 10 Edition as we finally broke down the 10 worst movies we've covered from all 50 episodes. Or I guess I should say at this point, the first 50 episodes. Oh my God. I think I need oxygen. I think I need an air tank. I'm hurt. I'm hurting. Thank you all so much for listening. Love you guys. Appreciate it. If you're not a fan, hit that follow button if you haven't already. Turn on notifications so you don't miss bonus episodes such as this one. Just every view, every follow, every review is so appreciated. Such a big help to the channel. And with your help, we can expand our influence and bring even more idiots into what is becoming the Ticket Price family. We're this show, according to the analytics, we're in 12 different countries. We've got people all over the world finding a place where they can come, hang out, feel safe, and just be as dumb as possible, like ourselves. And with your all's help, hitting that follow button, sharing with your friends, we can expand our little community to bring even more like-minded idiots into the fold. Tune in, regular episodes coming out every Friday, bonuses on Tuesday. Love you guys. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Good night.